Sweet Jesus. I'm in trouble.
Gee, I wonder what inspired that design.
I have no idea. I'm in trouble.
Gee, I thought it was a little smaller.
That's a big shit. I got it.
Can you put us back on speaker because you want to talk it over the thing? Okay, we are. So, yeah, and then let's just roll this a few times round so people can sort of see the different shots.
Roll this a couple of times.
Yeah, it's in it. So we should. I can't remember what's in the stats, Dave. It's pretty big. It's like.
Yeah, we don't have a length, but
ginormous.
Oh, it's big.
Pretty big.
It's like basically a jumbo.
Yeah.
Yeah, for two people, that's good.
It is.
I just
What is its mass? It's 125,000 kilograms.
Behind it,
I think there should be a length on. There's a length in the, if you go to the ship's thing at the top, they have all the lengths on.
Okay.
There's another section.
All right, guys, take it easy.
All right, drive safe, man. Thanks for coming.
Have a good night.
Drive it up.
I remember.
Yeah, it is 90 meters.
Number of hard.
Has
there-
listed here?
Just out of curiosity, has there been
What was
a
the
change
Corvette?
to the hard
138,
points?
right?
143.
So hey, Ben, the Corvette's 143. For some reason on our website, we're saying it's 85.
Okay, I can correct that.
Just go back to the the ship dock that has that in. I mean, we should actually measure it properly in max what it is to the scale, but I think it's meant to be it's about 140 something per ride.
That's right.
I don't know why it's only 85. It's a huge ship. It's much bigger than the Constellation. And this is the second biggest ship in the game currently. So.
One more time around.
Yep.
Random access memories, by the way, is freaking awesome. If you haven't listened
Yeah, totally.
Bastard.
It's like the same style as like the Freelancer.
Yeah, it was got but you can see the common stuff. That's the shot I like the best.
That's cool. That's a
shot.
very excellent shot. Is oh, I see. I can see why they're doing this like that. Looked like it was somewhat asymmetrical there for a second.
That's a favorite one right
So
there.
it can certainly haul a decent amount of
Really see the scale.
of cargo, and you can change out for tanks or actual solids.
So would the bulk cargo pods still represent a 75 cargo?
Yeah. I mean, basically, think of it like a sort of it hauls containers essentially. So,
Okay.
So they can be things that would be filled with liquids or things that would be filled with more solid kind of stuff.
Like large trade goods, those
Yeah.
orders.
Yeah.
Are available again for a limited time at the new RSI store.
Yep, stand by. Buying one right now.
Each one of those containers is an 18-wheeler.
Yeah, basically.
Then do you need another Red Bull?
Well, you haven't one yet. I could definitely use one.
A little warm, but I got you.
All right, Chris, I got 6 questions. Are you tired of answering them, or can I go 6
That's
questions?
good. Give us the 6 questions.
All right, I'll keep it to 6. We had a question from someone in BWC about outfit-owned factories, and I know you've touched on that throughout the evening. And when we came and invaded you guys.
So that is that. Yes, absolutely, that's possible. We're going to be supporting that.
Okay. Question 2: for people that did pick up the Idris P this evening, how close can they upgrade that to the mil-spec version?
So you will be able to upgrade it. You'll even be able to probably retrofit a spinal mount, although that will probably take a bit of time to get done.
Okay.
But essentially the P version is probably a little bit. I mean, like if you want to be running like cargo and doing stuff and combined ops, I think it's probably a bit better than mil-spec. The mil-spec's more about ship-to-ship combat. So if you're like going in trying to take out like another capital ship or whatever, that's what that's better for. But the P version's probably better for sort of like you as a group running around trying to make your fortune in the universe.
Roger that. Question 3 was, for those of us who are perhaps more PvP minded than others, will it be possible to lock down a system? And what's the frequency with which that could occur if the answer is yes?
Well, that's kind of a debate that we have. I certainly think you'll be able to lock down maybe sort of an area. I'm not sure if you'd necessarily been able to lock down a system, but I'm not 100% opposed to it. Not won't be like any of the sort of more regulated systems, but maybe there's more one off the beaten path. But we haven't, like when you come out of a jump point, it doesn't always spit you out exactly the same point.
Okay.
So it's not quite the same as sort of coming out of a jump tunnel or something.
Alrighty. Question 4, with ship construction happening, is there going to be a visible indicator of the progress of that? Is it going to be time lapse? Are you going to have a meter? What's the?
You mean like in the actual game?
Yes, in the actual game itself.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think we were just thinking that like we'd have these economic nodes and they would build, say, ships or weapons or whatever in a certain amount of time as long as they got the raw materials.
Okay.
And then once the time's up, then the ship would actually sort of, basically be available for sale.
An interstellar easy bake oven is what you're going for here.
Yeah, I mean, trust me, I'd love to be able to go down on the planet and you see a ship under construction and it's slowly getting bigger and better.
Right.
It definitely could be like a later stage thing once the persistent universe is running and programming challenge to sort of do something procedural that would like be able to strip down a finish mesh and put like struts and stuff and the rest.
Okay.
Not a out the gate feature.
Roger. All right, almost there. Question 5.
Chair, I'm gonna go edit the
On the new site right now, if you were to melt down a package that got you a specific account status, does that impact your status at all, or is it now all account bound?
What do you mean in terms of what, being a constant edge or?
I'm gonna fall asleep.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I mean, if I purchased something a while ago and it gave me a certain account status, it gave me I'm a veteran, I'm this.
It's based on the level of your account. So I'm not right to be sure 100% about this because that would be how we've implemented it. But I would assume that what happens is if you bought some stuff and then gifted a bunch of stuff off to someone else, it's based on the aggregate amount of the pledges that you hold in your account. So. If you hit a stage and then gifted a bunch of it away, you may drop under it, but I could be wrong, so don't quote me on that because that's not my implementation.
Oh, too late. You're so quoted, it's ridiculous. No, kidding.
It's ridiculous.
All right, so the last question I have, we have people who maybe aren't as PvP minded, and they were wondering if there were going to be perhaps support ships or ships that could take on support roles, repairing, healing, buffing, almost like the healer buffer role in other types of game genres.
Well,
Any plans at all for that?
Well, no, we already were just showing a ship that you could be running as a logistics backup ship where you're bringing like fuel for basically whatever. You've got a group going and they want to hang out and they want to operate without go back to the base planet and they need to have refueling. You're not close to a gas giant. That's why you would potentially have a Starfarer as part of the group that you were doing. So yeah, we definitely want to have functionality for people to do other roles, not just combat, logistics, support, things like whatever it would be, search and rescue, I guess.
Right. So you're looking at it as more of a supply chain than an active role as far as the support goes?